Hello, Internet. The 130th episode of All Things YouTube Live is about to start. Before it does, the countdown timers are going to come on. If you're watching this as a rerun, just go ahead and skip through that. I won't mind. And as always, we'll have a hot mic during the countdown timer, so you never know what's going to happen. It's going to be an awesome show. Got some good news to share, and it's open Q&A all night. Let's get some audio jams going. Flip this over. Boom. Get the bald spot cam going too. I know you love the bald spot cam. Go. Welcome, everyone. Welcome, welcome, welcome. You remember me. I'm Matt Haas. This is the All Things YouTube live show. I am so glad you are here. We have a show full of awesome YouTube news, and it's open Q&A all night. So if you have a question, leave your question in the chat if you're watching this live, and I will answer it. If I don't answer your question within a decent amount of time, just ask it a second time. It might fly by me. Sometimes that happens. I try not to let it happen, but it does. This is the 130th episode of All Things YouTube. So I'm glad you're joining me for this special whole number divisible by 10 episode of All Things YouTube. Let's see who we have in the house. We have the Cutting Edge TV says, hey, Matt. Hi, Mario. And Adam's Exploits is here. Harneo Media is here. A few others are jumping in. Share this show, people. Let people know that we are here and we are live. I got some cool things to show you. Check this out. I got these working. Facebook group and email. Get on that email list and the Facebook group too. Both great places to communicate with me, and therefore free. Don't you like free? Free is cool. I have a course and a product I'm selling, which is the deep dive review. I go into your YouTube channel, tell you everything there is to know about your channel, and it's awesome. Written report, and I give you remediation steps on anything that could use improvement. It's a jumpstart isn't the right term for it. It's like a turbo boost, an instant turbo boost for your channel. So there's a link for the deep dive review in the comments there as well. Also, let's look at, here's ways you can support me with crowdfunding. Patreon, great perks for that. This, it's also listed here. All of this is in the description, but you'll get your name right here. And it'll stay there until someone tips over top of you. So if you want some advertising on the screen, that's the way to do it. Buy me a coffee is super popular. Nice one-time tip over here. And let's take a look at the patrons. We, again, Patreon. Top patron. Whoa. My patron button's not working. Gotta trip it manually. Let's see. There we go. Sorry about that. Yeah. Pushing all these buttons, people. Jerry Brown, Polly Wants Crafter, Harneo Media, Love Audio Production, Osprey Mama. Now over on the All Things YouTube Patreon page. Welcome over there. Driveway Workshop with Jim Bashirs and Shalalala Productions. If you become a Patreon member, I'll put your name up here, shout you out. You're also on the email list. $1 patron, Steve Carmichael, Miter Mike's Woodshop, Anna B Workshop, OJ Woodworking Crafts, Javi's Woodshop, The Mad Maker, and sponsored, we have Verbose Wednesdays. Verbose Perspectives. It's a show on the Shalalala Productions YouTube and Facebook page. Last Thursday of the month. Go check that out. They're talking video production, live streaming, everything like that. A few more people jumped in here. We've got a Craftsman's Imagination. It's your boy here. Thrilled to be. I'm glad you're here. Hey, look, if you had an eagle eye at the top of the show, I had your sticker there on stream, so I appreciate that. And then this is how you can sticker swap with me if you want this woodworking sticker. I don't have a YouTube sticker, but that's how to do it. Yeah. Also in the house, we've got Dave Gatton. Hi, Dave Gatton. I've been trying to catch your morning show. 9 o'clock is just tough for me sometimes. But believe me, when I'm not in meetings, I'm there, Dave. Harneo Media's back. Oh, I said hi to you already. Jim Dockrell's here. Hi, kids. Hi, Jim. Glad you stopped working on your property up there in Canada to come join me. Glad you're here. Oh, I see the likes coming in. Thanks for that. Liking the show is free. Yeah, I'm trying to get through all of this pre-show stuff earlier, and I hope that's working for you. What else? What other fun things do I have? Oh, yeah. So here's ways you can support me and you get something out of it. This is how I put all of these cool animations and overlays on screen. It's Ecamm, it's Mac software, 14-day free trial. And when you're ready to buy, come back here. I'll catch a few pennies, affiliate, same price for you. Can shop all the gear. Everything you see here is cataloged on this page. All the lights, the microphones, the cameras, everything. Go find all the things I have in my studio here and for video production. And if you want to buy a t-shirt, you can go over there as well. So I'm really liking these new animations. I think they really add something. And I think it's faster too. I think that's important. Hey, we've got Artfully Blind with Diana. She says, good evening, all things YouTube. Good evening to you. Glad you stopped in. All right. So cool that everyone's here. And listen, you know, since this is the 130th episode, I think I'm going to make a small plea. Like, if you can support somehow, I would appreciate it. It takes a lot to do what I do, and the expenses are adding up. There's lots of different ways that you can do this. Just roll the tape back and see what strikes your fancy. Don't forget, I've got this course is free. You can get in on that. But yeah, if you're getting value, I'd appreciate it. Communication, social media, live streaming is here. Hey, CSL, welcome. Glad you're here. All right, now let's get into the news of the week. Put this banner up so if you're fast forwarding as a replay, you can come find this visual change on screen and you'll know right where to jump. If you have YouTube questions, drop them in the comments. Anything, strategy, gear, audio, video, let me know. Oh, here comes a question. Excellent. It's like you were reading my mind. A craftsman's imagination. When are you going to get back to woodworking on your original channel? Very soon. Very, very soon. And I got all the new stickers on the sticker board, and that's going to be fun. I'm going to be doing a piece of soundproofing that looks like a movie poster. I found a way to print movie poster images onto fabric, and it's going to be soundproofing material you can buy at the big box store. You know, you put in between the studs. It's going to be amazing. It's going to be awesome. Einar is here. Welcome, Einar. If you have YouTube questions, drop them in the chat. I will answer them. Open questions all night long. Oh, where's my Lionel Richie? I had a Lionel Richie overlay. I think I took him off. I'm going to do a quick look. Yep, I don't think I have him anymore. That was a lot of fun. Got to roll back 2 episodes ago and see that. All right. The first thing is there's going to be a new analytic. Living room and game consoles. Did you know you can watch YouTube through a television app on the smart TV or through an app on a game console? Well, you can. Now, here's the deal. Oh, and for those who are out of the United States, the next story is going to be particularly for you because there's some tax changes coming up. Little teaser. But the living room and game console, the way your AdSense is calculated. So for those in the YPP program, that's the YouTube Partner Program or ad sharing, for those who are in that program, what I'm about to say doesn't impact this. So pricing and statistics have always been up to snuff. But now YouTube is surfacing the impressions of the living room or game console as its own metrics. I don't think they're doing views or watch time yet. Again, that's all factored into the money situation. But let me show you what's going to be different here. So we'll pop on over to the screen share and we'll go over to the interface. And if you're on your dashboard, a few more people show up here. Who do we got in the house? Jim Bashirs is here. Hello. Janet Gilmore is here. Hi, Janet. And, oh, Adam's saying he got Daryl's book. I haven't been feeling so well. I'm sorry about that. Not reading it yet, but I have been watching his videos. Yeah. I like Daryl. Daryl Eves is a OG YouTuber, has a channel about being awesome on YouTube, and he often uses the phrase, all things YouTube. Listen for it. He'll say it at the beginning of his videos. Now, he's not talking about my channel. He doesn't even know who I am, but I get a kick out of it that he uses that phrase sometimes. All right, let's find this new analytic. Now, this is rolling out everywhere. I don't have it yet, but it's here. So go in under analytics, go under see more, and then if you move this to impressions, because that's where it's going to show up, and you, let's see, go to, traffic source. There, impressions by traffic source. One of these down here, let me get rid of the footer for a second. One of these down here will soon be television/game console. I thought it was an external, but it's not. So that is on its way. So if you want to know what your impressions are on game consoles and television, that's where it's going to be. Hey, Artfully Blind with Diana just tipped $5. Thank you. I appreciate that. That's awesome. Let me get the tip lights going. And see, now Artfully Blind will have her information there for the rest of the time until someone else tips over top of you. Isn't that cool? All right, so let's get the super chat. Well, Stream Elements tip lights going. Thank you, Diana. I appreciate that. That helps. Helps a lot. Oh no! See, Jim's dropping the spoiler. That's what we're talking about. There's new tax stuff. And first-time viewer for Janet Gilmore. Thank you for stopping over. Please welcome Janet in the chat. Glad you're here. Okay, we will get that going. All right. Yeah, I think Janet pops into Dave Gatton's channel quite a lot, so that's cool. Yes, he does. He says all things YouTube. I thought of you. I love it. I love it. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Okay, second news item. The tax requirements. Okay, this only impacts people who are outside of the United States and the country has a tax treaty with the United States government. YouTube is going to start withholding tax if you're in the YouTube Partner Program for your earnings on AdSense. However, this is the part everyone's missing. They're only going to withhold money for ads that are viewed from United States viewers. So if you're in Ireland and 90% of your views are from Ireland and 10% are from the United States, this only impacts you for the 10% of the views that were in the United States, or whatever percentage of views your United States viewers are for that given pay period. You will be asked in an email, and again, you see that Jim Dockrell said he got the email. Where's your... I'm trying to find Jim Dockrell's note where he said, well, scroll up and you'll see, yeah, he got the tax notice. He got the tax notice. I believe that came in email. Correct me if I'm wrong, Jim. Now, I'm in the United States, so I didn't get the email. And you will have to put your tax information into the YouTube system. So there'll be a screen for you to put in details about yourself, identifying you as a taxable entity. I don't know what that is. Social security number. I mean, I know that's a United States thing. You're going to have to put some sort of detail that they ask for. And you can optionally not do that. But if you don't do that, then YouTube's going to aggressively withhold 24%. And that's it. So it's just not going to show up. So you're going to get your payout, and it's going to automatically just not be there. So you probably want to fill out the form, because the percentage that they'll take will probably be equal to what it's supposed to be. 24%, I think, is a little aggressive. So that's the way that is. Rich Vibes is in the house. Hi, Rich Vibes. How was your Mother's Day DJ session? He does DJ sessions with commercial music on what's the platform name? maudio.com, something, mmixer.com. Shoot, I forget what platform you're on. But anyway, if you want to see live streaming of DJ music with commercial songs, woo, that's the way to go. He streams Sunday at 3 p.m. Eastern. Mixcloud, that's it. Yeah, go to Mixcloud and look up Rich Vibes, VYBZ. See, you know he's a DJ when he's got a cool last name like that. Hey, Janet's making her list of questions. Please drop them in the chat. And Steve Nealon from Harnell Media said something awesome about me. He says he's a great free class linked with 32 lessons to improve your channel. And Steve also said, Matt is great for getting info to help improve your YouTube. Thank you, Steve. Appreciate the shout out. And Adam says, I need to start getting my records together. It will be April 15th before you know it. True. Isn't it the 14th? Ooh. Apparently, no filing extension this year. Yeah, people are trying not to miss this tax window with the crazy 2020 year and beginning of 2021. Now's not the time to dilly-dally on that particular subject. But that's the tax side of YouTube. I mean, hey. Yeah. I'm trying to up my game. And one of the things I'm doing is making it easy for people to find all the things I'm selling. I'm selling this stuff. Well, the course has 32 for free. I should probably take some business courses and learn how to charge for things. These are donation services, and these are ways you can buy something, same price for you, but I get a few pennies through affiliate stuff. In other words, like, I've built all of these things, but it was hard for people to see all of it. So I think putting them real quickly like this is going to be a fun, quick way just to get the information out there. That way people can, roll the thing backwards and rewind and can catch what they need. Extension if you live in Texas and were affected by URI, but I don't know all the particulars. Yeah. Rich Vibe says his show was good. Rich, meet me on camera 3. I'm glad your show was good. Again, I'm a fan. See, I put my old camera to use. Had a camera that was just sitting there. I'm like, why not put it to use? So that's camera 3. If you ask a question, I'll answer you on camera 3. So get those questions fired up. Put them in the chat, baby. Yeah. Matt can be bought with tacos, though. So true. Even plush tacos I'll take. Get rid of there we go. Plush tacos. Only $80 at Dave & Buster's. Playing the video games. So how is your show going? LOL. Show's going good, going good. I'm trying to organize more topics for the live show to supplement the Q&A. When I tend to have topics, I tend to get more people. So I'm going to start ramping that up. If you have a show topic you want me to cover, go ahead and let me know. One thing I'll cover now as a show topic, if people are going to put their questions in the chat, I'll keep the show going, is the basics of growing. Let me just quickly touch these points. And you can even kind of see it in these slides here too. First of all, to grow on YouTube, you have to advertise off of YouTube. Well, not advertise, post your stuff off of YouTube. When I say advertise, I think about spending money. That's not exactly what I'm talking about. Oh, yeah. How's your show going? I forgot the camera 3. The show's going good. There you go. Hey, Sean is back. Welcome back to the channel. I'm going over 3 things to grow your channel. And these are the main things. So if I had to condense my 130 live shows and my entire back catalog of edited videos into 3 items in 5 minutes or less, this is what it is. So buckle up because you're getting everything. You're getting, okay, you have to post off of YouTube. You need to get eyes onto the platform from off the platform. If you're just posting to YouTube and you know, doing all the YouTube things right, but you're only posting on YouTube, doing all the YouTube things like the titles, the thumbnails, the description, everything's all dialed in, you're putting in closed captioning, that's great for YouTube. You want to do everything you can to make YouTube push your stuff up in YouTube, but you also want to get eyes off of it. So after you publish, you need to go out to all the social medias where people are and bring them in. When I say where they are for the niche that is your channel. On YouTube, I should be in the YouTube forums and the streaming forums and the video forums and the audio forums. Get them into my channel. On woodworking, I need to be on I need to be on the wood turners and the small workshops and all of the other YouTubes. And bring them in. Instructables is a website where you can make instructions on how to make stuff. Put stuff there. Put it everywhere. So publish off of YouTube or get your stuff off of YouTube, your links, your images. It can be images of your video. It could be 30-second clips of your video, 15-second clips of your video. It could be anything. Participate in conversations with people. People have questions. Answer them. Point them to your video with the answer. Don't just spam your stuff everywhere. Join the conversation. Provide value. Off of YouTube. Step 1. After publish, put stuff off of YouTube. Bring them on. It's also a session start. I'm a web developer. Session start means a viewer came into YouTube and stayed on for like say an hour, but yours was the first video. Guess what? YouTube knows that. YouTube knows you were the first and they love it. They love it so much they reward you. They reward you by putting your stuff in search results and they reward you by putting your stuff in up next, recommended, the whole deal. So put your stuff off YouTube. Next, analytics. I love analytics. See it up there? It says it right there. I love analytics. There's a cajillion pieces of analytics. Only 2 have a lot more power than the other ones. The 2 most powerful pieces of analytics are average percent viewed and CTR, click-through rate. The click-through rate should be greater than 8%. Goodbye. Greater than 8%. And the average percent viewed should be greater than 50%. Once those metrics hit those numbers, magical things start happening on the YouTube platform. They start, again, pushing your stuff out into search results, surfacing your stuff on up next, surfacing your stuff in the recommended shelf. And what is average, or what is click-through rate? Click-through rate is a percentage of the number of impressions versus the number of times it was clicked. What's an impression? Anytime your thumbnail appeared on the interface and someone saw it. Yes, YouTube keeps track of that. So if you're in the recommended shelf and someone scrolls past you, doesn't click on you, that counts as an impression. If you're in the recommended shelf and someone clicks on you, that counts as an impression and a click. So the percentage is usually 10% or lower. 10% is very high. Now think about it. If 100 people saw your thumbnail and 10 of those people clicked it, that's 10%. That's a high percentage. You'll never get 100 people out of 100 people clicking your YouTube video. That just statistically can't happen. Technically could, statistically impossible. So once it gets around 8% or above, magic happens. But you also need 50% average percent viewed. That means someone watched your video, at least 50% of your video. So if you have a 6-minute video, they have to watch at least 3 minutes of it. 10-minute video, they have to watch at least 5. Now, one of those metrics you could nail, but the other one could be lower. Doesn't matter. You need them both. So those are the 2 metrics you need to look at. Now, what if your click-through rate is too low? You got to beef up your titles and your thumbnails. Why titles and thumbnails? Well, think about it. When you're on YouTube and you're deciding what to watch, what makes you decide? What makes you decide to click? You look at the thumbnail and you read the title. So if CTR is lower than 8, beef that sucker up. Make better thumbnails. Make better titles. If your people aren't watching 50% or more on average, then you have to find what you're doing that makes people abandon the video. There's ways to do that in analytics. You can see when people are dropping off. What happens when they start dropping off? What did you say or do right before that? Don't do that. People rewound the thing, and you can figure out what you were doing to make people stay on. See, in other words, inside the analytics, you can glean information about what you're doing and what needs to change. It doesn't always come right out and tell you, but it's enough hints are there. And I'm telling you, CTR and average percent viewed. Okay. That's what I got going. Let's see what Janet has to say. Matt, I'm fascinated with all the bells and whistles you have. Will be hard to do if I'm scrolling at the same time, LOL. Are you talking about how I'm running my production on the live show with all of these, cool overlays? Hey, how about this one? I like that. Well, that's a combination of software. I'm using Ecamm. That's this software. That makes running a live production a lot easier. Push button, easy, and it's something I can do on my own. I'm doing it by pushing. Here, let me show you. Can you see this thing right here? That's a little button pusher. I can change scenes and make overlays pop on the screen. Here, watch this. So that's how I'm doing that. So that helps. That helps. Are you on a Mac or are you on a PC? Let me see. Let me go back over to Janet. Janet, are you on a Mac or are you on a PC? Camera 3, baby. Camera 3. Now I can write off camera 3 on my taxes if it was a new camera, but it's not. It's been totally expensed. That's the downside of Mixcloud. No real analytics. Oh, here's what I have to say about that. If it doesn't have good analytics, you might want to consider abandoning the platform because I got to have my analytics. No, I'm just kidding. The good thing about Mixcloud, is that the right name? Yeah. I don't know why I can't remember that name. You said it earlier. I think that's it. The good thing about that is they take care of the copyright for you. They've got deals with the record industry, which I love. Oh, good tip, Harneal Media, Mr. Steve Nealon. And try to avoid clickbait since people don't stay to watch. See, that's the thing. Clickbait, you have a banger thumbnail, you have an awesome title. Yeah, you got the click, but remember what I said. Both of those statistics need to meet those metrics or above. And when you get spammy or clickbaity, then only one of those statistics go up. Only the click-through rate goes up. Then it's going to hurt you. So don't try and cheat the system. All the time people are trying to shortcut the system. Don't try and shortcut the system. I'm trying to find ways where I can post to 5 social medias at the same time. Should I use Hootsuite? I'm like, yeah, I guess you could do that, but I like posting to each piece of social media separately, because those things like Hootsuite and those platforms that post to multiple social medias at the same time, it's usually the lowest common denominator stuff. Like Hootsuite, you can't do, like Facebook has feeling. I'm feeling energetic. I'm feeling great. I'm feeling sad. I'm feeling accomplished. Like that's not in Hootsuite. All you get is the description and then the media object. And so it's like, and then, Twitter is 16:9 for photos. Instagram likes squares, and other things like Twitter 4:3. I don't know. See, when I make my thumbnails, I make a suite of thumbnails. I make one with no text for the blog in 16:9. I make the thumbnail that goes on YouTube. I make a square version for Instagram, and I make a 4:3 version for Twitter. I'm not shortcut. Now, fine, yeah. Use Hootsuite. It's better than not posting to any social media for sure, but I'm not a fan of shortcutting. Only when it makes super sense to do so. But I don't want to be famous, just rich enough. I don't need both. Hey. Oh, baby Stream Deck, so cute. I know. I made the mistake and bought the little baby one. I should not have done that. I should have bought the Big Daddy. And now you can't find them. I go on my Amazon store and it ain't there. Here, let's go over to Amazon. Oh, that's not my Amazon store. That's my t-shirts. You want to buy a t-shirt? That's cool. Oh, that's what the Stream Elements tip looks like. We're there. Here we go. Yeah, so I'll see when I go Stream Deck XL. I don't think it'll. There's one. See, like there's no buying options. Well, at least there's no direct from Amazon. Let's see what, ooh, isn't that normally $300? What's that looks price gouged to me. Yeah. Yeah, see this is what I want. What I really, really want. That puppy. Anyway, one day, is Sammy Superstar in the house? He is. We have a superstar here, people. Hi, Sammy. How are you? Hope you're good. Mac preferably. Well, that's cool because Ecamm is Mac software. Mac software. Doesn't run on a PC. And if you don't have a Mac, oh, baby, those M1 Macs are looking good. Apple's going to have an event before the end of the month, we think. And they're going to announce new products. I don't know if they're going to announce any computers. I think it's going to be the iPad Pros, maybe the AirTags, new earpods or something, couple other products, but I cannot wait for the M1, maybe M1X or M2s, whatever they're going to call it. People think it's going to be called the M1X chip. iMacs. When that small footprint iMac comes out with the new Apple silicone chip, I'm buying it. I'm buying it right then. As soon as the store comes up, I'm buying it because the M1 chip is super powerful. And what do you need for live streaming? You need a powerful processor. You need a powerful chip. The M1 chip is amazing because when you're streaming, think about I'm taking 60 photographs a second. Well, similar. I'm taking video, but it's 60 frames a second. It's as if I'm taking 60 frames a second and then pushing each one of those frames out to the internet every second. That is a processor intensive task, especially when the pixels, like if this would be like just a solid green bar, that would take less processor. But I like things to be translucent. I like to be able to partially see how you can partially see through this. That's on purpose because I do that for design, but that's harder on the processor. And what else is hard on the processor are things like this. Running videos with a clear background is hard on the processor as well. But hey, I'm all about what's good for the end user and what's good for the product. I don't baby my equipment just because it would make my equipment run a little better if this was solid. That doesn't factor into my mind. It's all about the end product. I got to have the end product be spectacular. Or I try. I try to do well edited, good education, give you the facts, get in and get out, great looking production, great graphics, great images, great sound, and everything. And speaking of sound, I'm thinking about making an upgrade because the Rodecaster Pro, this is my audio mixer, okay? The audio mixer does not have those sound changing options, or the voice changing options. I don't know if you've watched other streamers. They'll switch to a high voice or switch to a low voice. And, they'll play different characters, or, if they're pretending to be a troll, they'll be like, I don't like the way you edited that. But it'll be like a high-pitched, funny voice. Well, this is an awesome piece of gear. It's a piece of professional gear, but it doesn't have that gimmick, for lack of a better word. But I think I found a way to add that. Let me show you what I'm thinking about. Maybe someone like Sammy Superstar that knows a lot about this topic can weigh in on it. So let me show you what I'm thinking about buying. A $40, look at this. This thing's just like a $40 little handheld something or other, but you can do voice changing effects on it. Now, it is a lithium ion battery thing, and there's only 1/8 inch audio jacks as the in and out. So I'd have to get like a little microphone that has a 1/8 audio jack, and I have to come out of it with a 1/8 audio jack into this. Okay, that's how I would do it. But I would have the voice changer effects on it. So you can kind of see here some of these options. Let's go to broadcast. Like, I think it would be something like maybe this, where you'd have your microphone in. You can listen to your earbuds if you want. But instead of this going to the smartphone, this can go into the Rodecaster Pro right here. Hold on. Get my cursor. There. Can you see my cursor? Yeah. This would go into the Rodecaster Pro. And then what I would do is over here, I would hit one of these. I would hit this button. and then it would mute all channels except for that. And when I spoke into the microphone, it would be picking up only that. It would mute this microphone, but there would be another small microphone under here that no one could see that would be connected to that little gizmo. And whoops, well, like that. What just happened? Ah. Did you see that? That was weird. So did that just move too? Maybe not. That's what I'm thinking about doing. Is it for real? Looks like Kit from Knight Rider. Yeah. If you have an effects send and return on your preset mixer, you can put it. Yeah, I do. I have a spot for it on the mixer. Yeah, I mean, let's face it. Like this is a toy. It's a toy. But what's a voice changer? A voice changer is a toy. Like it's you could do other weird things, and it's got even, some clapping and some rim shots and other things that are preloaded in here. But I'm thinking, listen, these things go for $199 for nicer units that have like USB out, and for like $299 you can get one that is, you plug into the electrical outlet and it has XLR out. And so, but I'm like, I'm not spending $299 or $399 just so I can have a high-pitched voice or have a low voice. I think it would add a little something. And if I hid the microphone where you couldn't see it, like you wouldn't be able to, it would just, I don't know. And all I would have to do is go over here and just click a button, one button here, and then it would automatically mute this mic and pick up the other mic. And then I could unclick the button and it would be back to my good mic. And, but you wouldn't even know I was pushing the button, because like, can you tell this hand is doing anything? Like now it's not doing anything. Now it's clicking a button. See, the arm is completely, anyway, that's what I'm thinking about doing. Yeah. Does it say hello, Michael? I don't know what it says. I was also thinking about getting some of those. Does anyone know anything about a company called Teenage Electronics? Oh my gosh. This is insane. Look, let me pull this up. Yeah. Look at this. These things are like voice changers, but they are you have to record. So you record your track and then you can mix it. You can mix it all up into some crazy things. But this thing, look how small it is. Like it's just a wee little thing. This is every bit a pro device, if you can believe it. This thing is $1,300, and it's a way to make your own music and drop the beats in there. And this is very well engineered for a handheld device. There are entire YouTube channels where people just make songs up on that device, and it has all the bells and whistles. People buy full-size synthesizers and full-size drum pads, or like those pads with the little blocks on them, and then you can put drum sounds in each and go and kind of go all over it, and spend thousands of dollars on that setup combination, and it can only do half of what this thing can do. Now, I'm not at the point where I ever want to make my own music. I'm having enough trouble just learning how to play an instrument. But man, that thing is incredible. It's called the OP1, and the company who made it is called Teenage Engineering is the name of the company. Like, what a weird name. A synth like no other. That's a true statement. With its futuristic design, the OP1 takes the role of synthesizer, sampler, and controller all in one. Highly stylized package. I'm telling you, you could spend thousands and thousands of dollars on equipment, and this little rinky-dink toy has got it beat. See, that's when passionate people get together and make a product, because the product doesn't exist. I love it for that fact alone. If it's in the effects loop of the mixer, you will use the same mic. Yeah. Well, this little thing I was thinking about getting, this thing, that I can't feed this mic into it. This mic won't attach to that, at least not in a convenient way. So, anyway, I'm thinking about it. Bottom line is, for $45, I could have a fun voice changing effect on my live streams. I don't know. Let me know in the chat. Would you spend $45 to have a voice changer? I mean, maybe. I don't know. Well, folks, that's what I have for you this evening. And if you're interested, I'm on YouTube on all these different channels. So if you like woodworking, I got you covered. This is my vlog channel, and I practice my piano over there and do cover songs of usually 80s music. So you can have at it if you're into that. And don't forget, I stream every Monday, 7 p.m. Eastern. Get in the group. Oh, the podcast. Don't forget about the podcast. Can hear an audio show. Unique content on the podcast. Mostly unique content. And then my course and the free consulting, or the consulting with the deep dive instant turbo boost report. I do Mind Equals Blown on Thursdays and Verbose Wednesdays on Wednesdays. There's no Verbose Wednesday. Oh, this is the last week for Verbose Wednesdays this month. The link is in the description for both of these shows. And here is the link to next week's show. Go ahead and click this link and choose Set Reminder. Hey, look who's here. Simply Wooden Creations. That's Russ Clarity. Russ, don't forget to drop a like on the channel, please. Everyone who hasn't hit the like button, I would appreciate that. It's free to do. And yeah, that's what we got for you. And just did. Thank you, Russ. Yeah, appreciate that. If you want a sticker swap, that's how you sticker swap. If you just want this sticker because you want it and you don't have anything to swap, just let me know. I'll mail it anywhere in the world. And find me in the group. Get in on that group. Click join. We'll be there. Free course. 32 lessons on how to be awesome on YouTube. Go get it. I don't think this is going to stay free for long, because sometimes people think free is less quality, and it's not. It's good quality stuff. So I might just increase the price. But you can get in forever free now if you go to allthingsyoutube.com and sign up for the course. Ryan Ballard is here. So why is it okay for people to use copyrighted music on TikTok but not on YouTube? Well, it's not okay. It's not okay to use copyrighted music anywhere. I think what you're getting at is copyrighted music, people aren't getting caught yet. That's what they did on Twitch. The record industry just ignored Twitch forever, until one day they didn't. And then people lost all of their back catalog because Twitch was taking it down via the DMCA copyright strikes. Mixcloud is something that Rich Vibes uses, and Mixcloud has an agreement with the recording industry, and they pay royalties. So when Rich Vibes plays a tune, Sundays, 3 p.m. Eastern, hashtag not sponsored, just a cool guy, and I like his show. When he plays a piece of commercial music, the platform then pays the artist. So that's how he gets around it. Short bursts on TikTok. Yeah. See, there's always a way to try and weasel around it. And, some people say, oh, if it's only a couple seconds, then you're not going to get smacked with it. Well, that might be true. It's not any more legal or less legal. It's equally as illegal. Niantic River Woodcrafting with Chris Nealon is here. Hi, Chris. Drop a like, please, while you can. I'm about to shut down the show, but I'm glad you're here. Yeah, so it's not. You're saying it's okay. What's really happening is people aren't getting caught yet. And don't just listen. Using commercial music in your content without express written permission, it's just a bag of hurt. Why would you want to okay, let's say you get away with it. You're a small-time creator on whatever platform, and you're getting away with it. Well, at one point, you're probably not going to get away with it. Then you've got a headache. You might get away with it in the present day, but in the future, you're going to have a bag of hurt. Don't do it. 3 strikes and you're out on YouTube. So, what if you did 11-second clips of commercial music on 3 of your videos 4 years ago, and then the record industry has a stick up there behind, and they go smack you, and they go copyright strike, copyright strike, copyright strike. 1, 2, 3, you're out. I mean, sure, in the present, that's probably not going to happen. Don't mess with copyrighted music. Find a service. Streambeats is free. Harris Heller is a streamer on Twitch, and he has a channel on YouTube. He created an entire library. This is one of Harris Heller's beats.
Welcome.
No, not that. Hold on. This. That going? Can't hear it. Yeah. That's kind of a cool track. That's a professionally produced track. 100% free to use. He owns the copyright, but he's like, the world has a free, unlimited commercial license for pay or for profit or for free. For commercial use is what I'm trying to say. You can use it for free. He'll never DMCA strike you. Go get it. Link is in the description of this video. Hashtag not sponsored. Again, it's free. I can't make any money on something that's free. And that's why Rich goes straight to Mixcloud, because, meet me on camera 3, Rich, because it's worth it. It's worth it. It's worth not getting caught. Yeah. Steve Jobs even said it. Steve said, why aren't you making a Apple television? And why aren't you including, why don't you have a service with streaming movies? He said copyright's a bag of hurt. That was his entire statement. The interviews were geared up to have a 15-minute conversation on that topic. He's like, it's not even worth talking about. He didn't say that, but in his mind, he was thinking, I'm not even going to talk about that. It's just a bag of hurt because you can't do it. And Love Audio, wow, it's very late for you, Mr. Paul Weber from the UK. And Shalalala Productions, Robert Lee is here. Yep, Harris's tunes are pretty cool. Digging the overlays, amigo. Yeah, have you been watching this whole time? I got a whole suite of them. I love how they render on the screen like that. I spent a lot of time on that. I received a nice note 8 years ago from YouTube to take down a video that had 8 views from family members. Yeah. These actions are all automated. They don't care who you are. They don't care if you gave them credit in the comments. That's another thing people do. It's like, well, if I say who the artist is and also put it in the comments, then I'll be okay, right? I'm like, people just don't know. Like they want to know where the line is and how much over they can go over the line and still be safe. I'm telling you, it's not a game you want to play. And the answer to all this, I'll be okay, right? The answer is you're at the whim of the claimant. The claimant has a an arsenal of things they could unleash on you. On one end, the nice end, they could do nothing. Or they could just they could put ads on and take the ad revenue and keep your video up, keep it public worldwide. Those are nice things. Or they could take it off of YouTube, or they could take it off of YouTube and strike your channel. 3 strikes, you're out. Which one will they choose? Well, the majority of people put ads on. There's no guarantee that they're going to do that. They could strike you. It's all up to the whim of the claimant, of the copyright, of the alleged copyright holder. And then guess what? If a copyright holder says, that's my stuff, take it down, and you say, no, I have the right to use it, and neither of you backs down, each party will have an opportunity to say, yeah, I concede, fine. If neither of you do that, which is a very common thing. Look, there's only 2 people. I'm saying you do bad. I'm saying I'm okay. If both hold their ground, court. You're going to court. Court is the next step. A court of law, which means you got to get a lawyer. You have to hire who wants this nonsense? Copyright is a bag of hurt. I'm putting that on a shirt. Copyright is a bag of hurt. Mr. John Ventrini is here. Get close to the line without a referee calling offsides or a 2-line pass. # hockey. Stick with public domain. Yes, Chris. Yes. Oh, my goodness. Well, folks, thanks for hanging with me. Join me next week. I'll be here streaming. Remember, Mind Equals Blown and Verbose Wednesdays. Links are in the description. Verbose Wednesdays is a show next Wednesday, 6:30 p.m. Eastern. Mind Equals Blown's Thursdays, 7 p.m. Eastern. Links are in the description. Come check it out. We won't let you down. All right. Eastern Daylight Time. Oh, thanks for correcting me. We're going to change the clocks. You stream, I'll scream. Hey, if you consume my content, you can scream all you want. Just give me the click and give me the view. All right, folks, I'm taking off. Have a great night. Later.